The recent storm that came yesterday morning, this is what we found. Well, it was worse than that. It was hanging on the plants, stuck in the, hooked onto the fence. So my little covering is turned upside down and underground. So this is what we have. These chairs, as you can see, the frame is metal. They were all turned over, and you those little bricks is where that was over here, where I had that trying to keep the metal legs onto the ground. These metal legs were on the ground by utilizing that weight there. The weight from the exercise weight over there. So, yeah, 25. It's a 35 pounder. This. And yet, look at that. 35 pounds. But, whatever that storm was that came through, boy, it did a number. Thank God. My cherry tree over there was not broken because this landed right on my cherry tree. See my little cherry tree in the ground over there? But somehow it didn't get broken. But the netting got torn. And it did not destroy the plants. But it certainly turned this thing upside down. So we're going to have to get my brother to help us put it back in the yard. Everything got turned upside down. Everything got wet. It was soggy, wet back here yesterday. But this is the update on our little garden. In here, what do we have? We just have some sweet potato, some beets, celery, basil, sweet potato there again, the peppers. What does this mean? 2 of these peppers have this spot on them. Don't know what they mean. We got that. This is a pineapple from like 2 years now. Here is another pepper with that spot yet again. I'm not sure. It's like somehow that spot is going bad. Should we pick it? Get rid of it off the tree? Don't know. It's still growing. Now there's another one here, and this one looks pretty healthy. Thank God. See, here's another pepper here. That's healthy, no spots on it, so we'll see. Another pepper tree here. Basil, our little spring onions. We planted the flowers to help with pollination. That's what we have. Tomatoes are growing. These basils are starting to flower. I gotta pick off the seeds. I don't know why they flower so quickly. And lo and behold, our eggplant is growing more eggplant again. There. Another eggplant here. A flower coming out here. There. And here's a new young one. And this is the long beans that we call Bora. So we have some young ones here. Baby one here. And Oh, where's the flower? This one flower died. Look at that. Fell off the tree. And young beans, long beans, and various stages of growth here. Look at that. Here's a small one here. Tiny. And on young flower buds. More long beans. Long beans are growing. As you can see, this is the little area here. It's not that big. Oh, here we got some flowers that are open. Here. More long beans, which I'm always excited to see. Plants and fruits. And check these out. They are so small. Those are two young long beans. See them there? That's how they start. But look at that. The tree has a few. See? There we go. We're making some progress here. So this is nice. More pollination friends. Okra. Look at the okra flower if you've never checked it out. This thing is a beauty. I mean, look at that. As beautiful as any flower. That's it for the okra. This one has flowers. And some young okra there growing as well. And some of these little black pesky things that always seem to bother them. We'll wash these things and in a day or two, here they come again. You see? Oh, it's the ants that are laying eggs or something on these okra. Just terrible. There you see a young okra in the back there. We've picked quite a few okra off these trees already, and some smaller ones in various stages of maturity. And our cucumber. Our cucumbers, we have two types. This is the long English type. See? Young cucumber there. See? We got that, and then here, the top here, we got, let's see, this one here, younger one back there. Oh. Lots of flowers. The trees are pretty young. We've picked quite a few, several so far. And here we got two growing. Two nice ones. Nice. And here's another one over there. This one. See? Oh, we got that there. And the bottom there, we got a couple again. See? There. So this is a bitter melon. I don't know why. It's usually kind of a late bloomer. And here, check out these cucumbers at the back there too. See? Oop-de-doo. Nice. Very nice. This tomato tree is so tall. So tall. Look at that. Just started blossoming. No tomatoes as yet. And in this pot, I have Malabar spinach, aka thick leaf. And we've picked some, and I see it's now trying to grow again. So once they start running, we pick the top leaves off. Tomatoes are now peppers. This is ginger. If you look, you can see the ginger down in there. So that's a ginger plant. And Irish potatoes. More peppers, not yet blooming. Sunflower. Incoming sunflower. This one I don't know what it's called, but this one's been flowering for some time. That flower is actually in the process of dying. There we go. More sunflower incoming. Look at that. Hasn't even started to put color yet. Whereas this one starting to make itself known. And check out these tomatoes. I have a couple here. These are actually the plum tomatoes and they are sweet. This is beet, peppers, kind of a jumbled mix. And oh, look at this. My peas, my beans are getting ready to flower. Well, not getting ready. Look, flowers are here. Look at that. Oh my. I am excited. I will be eating beans soon. Oh, another sunflower here to keep them company. Wow, these beans have matured fairly quickly. Look, this one has flowers too. Flower buds. Hey, nice. Nice. Another tomato there. I don't know, I bought these seeds. I don't even know what type of tomatoes these are. And to the of the backyard. The wreckage. The wreckage. And our little pollen. Our pollinator calling friend. This is fine leaf time. This smells so good. This is Guyana squash that we have here. That is now starting to bloom. Hi. That is my crepe myrtle plant. We had it in a smaller pot and now it seems like it wants to bloom. That's a little edo my mother planted there. These are some hot peppers we planted. And these are just like lilies and stuff. Because when I look out of my bedroom window back there, I want to be able to see back here. And I want to see flowers and colors and the likes. These are young. They're really now starting to bloom and grow. Just because, of course, I want to see colors when I look outside. And then the bougainvillea. But it's small. This is its second flowering in some time. The growth is exploding. And it is a thing of beauty. Those fuchsia flowers are everything. And just look at this. Look at that. I don't know why this one is so different from the others. Because this one is all spread out, but usually the flowers come in like this. What is up with this one? Why is it kind of like that? Let's see. Let's see it in contrast, you see? Oh, interesting. The other ones come out like this. Smaller and more tapered, not so spread out. Like that one. Or maybe they do, because this one kind of looks like that. Okay, so that's what they look like. Well, this snake plant has got to be the slowest growing thing. Though, it is growing. It's growing slowly, but it's growing. And these pesky things grow from the neighbor's yard. And we cut them, but they are determined. See this? That's what they do. We cut them and pull them, and they grow right back in a few days. Yikes. Another snake plant. Gosh, I can't remember what these are called. I planted them from some seeds. And just check them out. Check out. Let's look at this one here. The beauty. Lovely. And of course, this lily, they take a long time to come back up. But when they do come up, they are beautiful. This thick leaf thick leaf seasoning that we used to cook. I don't recall its scientific name. It's also good for, you can make tea with it. It's good for tumors, and I think I've heard it good for vaginal infections and things like that. You just put a few leaves in your tea, and it's supposed to be helping. But we primarily use it for cooking. This is a blueberry bush I bought. We picked a lot of blueberries, so it seems like it's just in its growing phase now. Oh, well, then let it do its thing. And then around the base of this tree, I planted some flower plants there, just various seeds I threw up in there. So we will return for a visit when they actually grow. This is a lemon tree we've had in the house for some time. I think this is going on its 5th year. No flowers yet, but it's growing out here. Look at all that new growth. See? New growth. New growth. Everywhere. New growth. So I'm hoping next year we'll pick some lemons off of it. Tomatoes. More tomatoes. We picked a lot off this tree. A lot. These are actually kind of the beefy ones that you can cook with. So now they actually have, they're trying to flower again. See? Now, there we go. Flowering buds. There we go. Flowers. On my grape. I planted this grape for about 2 months now. It's a slow grower. Plus the rabbits, chomped on it some. More tomato. More bitter melon. And that is the extent of what is happening here. Yikes. And so it's a post-storm cloudy day. As you can see, the sky was just very cloudy. So look at my neighbor's plant too. Check out, see up there? You can actually see she's got, I know what it's called, we call it nenwa. See? On the back fence, trying to come over. So this is how we're doing, upside down. So we got to put this all, turn it back right side up, and I only hope that it's not destroyed, because look at what's happening here, the frame and all of that. I mean, the wind knocked it upside down. So we can only hope. So that's our little gardening situation, and look at it from here. Pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool for Texas. There we go. You know, we try to keep it nice and tidy. That's it there. Length of here, down here, and then the back. And that's it. This plant is actually called an elephant ear plant. And what I tell you, I love this thing. And we have aloe down there, as well as the snake plant. This one was a nice purple flower giver. So this is the front entrance with the plants. We planted these and it had the most gorgeous, colorful flowers, which have now gone to the great beyond, as you can see from there. So these two haven't bloomed yet. But this is called an elephant ear. We bought this thing so small from the store. And this thing is growing in leaps and bounds. And do I love it. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Look at that. Wonderful. Wonderful. But look at what the breeze does with it sometimes. Look. Tears it up, poor thing. And then in front here, nothing too much. Nothing too much. I'll try to do better next year. This little red rose here, it blooms, but right now, I guess the weather and everything knocked them off. And my crepe myrtle is just suffering out here for some reason. Ooh, I got flowers. Flowers. Looky there. The first ever. Yeah. For a while there, it was suffering after the last winter. And it's still, as you can see, not in its best years. But here's another set of flower buds. So we got some flowers. Nice fuchsia flowers. Nice. But a bit scant. So here we go. Nice. So that is it, my dears. That is it. Look at this, see? One or two little flowers. Not many. It's a young plant. And there we go. And thank you.